to form an alliance with me? Absolutely I do. Good, good, good.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Solo Mode. My name is Jamie from Foster the Meeple, and I am here again today to do another solo playthrough for you. And today's playthrough is going to be on Oceans from North Star Games. Now, I do own the Legendary Edition. However, I believe that all of the cards and everything that I'm using are from the base game as well, and I of course am going to be using the solo components. So, as per usual, I am going to give you a little kind of overview of how to play, and then we're just going to dive right in to the playthrough. Do you get it? Dive because of oceans. Look at that guy. Scary stuff. Okay, let's learn a little bit about oceans and how the solo game plays. Now, if you have ever played the multiplayer version of Oceans, it plays very similarly, only you are not playing against other people. That feels obvious because it's a solo game, but I just feel like I had to say it. Now, instead of playing against other people, you are playing against the oceanic characters, which are the shark and the whale. So the shark and the whale are going to be taking their turn at the same time. As the human player, you are the first player. So that's always fun. Now in Oceans, essentially what we are doing is we are going to be building out different species using cards in our hands that are different traits. And holy Toledo, Batman, I got a lot of tentacles in my hand. That's okay. So basically what we are going to be doing is, like I said, playing out cards in order to build species. We then have to feed our species. We can feed from the ocean or the reef, or we can attack other species, whether it's our own or from other players. So let's kind of go through the turn process. So the first thing that you can do on your turn is to play a card. Now you can play a card in a few different ways. The first thing that you can do is you can play out a trait in order to form a new species. So anytime that we create a new species, we're going to pull out one of these species boards, and then you're going to just put out your new card on that species, and that is the trait. You can play up to 3 traits per species in a regular game. Some of the cards will allow you to play more traits. However, we have a scenario set up that actually lets us play 1 extra. So we'll be able to have 4 traits per species. The second thing that you could do if you already have a species out is you can play a card from your hand and evolve your species. Or you can discard one of your cards in order to migrate. So you'll notice we have the ocean here, okay? And the ocean has fish in it. It's a common fact about the ocean. I don't make the rules. But a big thing in this game is going to be feeding, which we're going to talk about in a second, and you typically are going to be feeding from the reef. If the reef is empty, you're not going to be able to feed there anymore, and other things are going to trigger, they're going to happen. So migrating, there is a little number with a little wavy woo down here. So that's going to tell you how many fish you can migrate. You can take them from any area of the ocean and put them into any other area of the ocean. So as an example, the parasite card allows you to migrate 11 fish. So you pick up your 11 fish and you move them along to another part of the ocean, and then that card just gets discarded to the general discard area, okay? So those are the 3 things that you can do with your card. Now, every card is going to be, not every card, but a lot of the cards are going to be different. There are different keywords, there are different icons that we're going to come into contact with that are going to trigger all throughout the game at different times. They're going to give your species different abilities, all of these things. I am not going to go through every single trait because it would take far too long, but I will explain what things are doing as it happens. So with that being said, it's a good time to talk about one of those icons now, because the next thing that you do after playing a card is you feed. So you choose one of your species to feed, and feeding can either happen through foraging or through attacking. So this is a really good card example here. The green circle means forage. If a card doesn't have a green circle on it, it has an innate forage of 1. When you forage, so as an example with this card, speed 2, you're going to forage that many fish from the reef, and you're going to then place them on your species board in these little outlines from top to bottom. So that's one way that you can gain fish or feed. The second way is you can attack. So that is this little red diamond down here, and that's going to tell you the value of the attack. If a card doesn't have a red diamond on it, the innate value of attack is going to be 1. Okay? So if this species had this card and I want it to attack, let's just say this was the situation, okay? I can choose to attack the shark or the whale, or if I had another species out, I could attack my own species, which there may be some cases where you might want to do that, but typically you're going to be attacking other players, or in this case, the shark or the whale. So if I wanted to use this species to feed and I want it to attack too, I could take these 2 fish from the whale and place them onto my board. Okay, so that's feeding. Somebody's going to feed. You're going to either eat fishies or steal fishies. That's just how the ocean works. I didn't make up the rules. The next thing that you are going to do is you are going to age. So this is how we get points. Fish are points. Fish are friends and food, and also points. So at the end of your turn, you are going to age all of your species 1, meaning you are going to take 1 fish from them and put them into your scoring pile. Now, in a multiplayer game, you would put them into these lovely little baggies so that people don't know how many points you have. But otherwise, because we're just playing by ourselves, we'll just stick those babies right there. Okay, so we're going to age. The last part of your turn is you are going to discard and draw. So you can look at your hand and you could be like, well, I don't need 2 tentacle cards, and this parasite's not really going to help me right now, and maybe I also don't need any protection yet. So you can discard as many cards as you like to the general discard, and then you're going to draw your hand back up to 6. So after we take our turn, it is going to be the oceanic character's turn, and we are going to look to their little board. So we are going to take the rightmost token, and we are going to then assign it to that species. So if it's outlined in red, it goes to the shark. If it's outlined in green, it will go to the whale, and you're going to place it in the corresponding area. So in this situation, the shark is going to gain 1 shell, which is defense. Maybe this is a great time to talk about shells. So some of the cards, including this little speed fish that we looked at before, they have a little shell icon on the bottom. Now, had this shark had that and I tried to attack them for 2, well, they would be able to block me 1. So I wouldn't be able to gain 1 of their fish, but because I'm attacking for 2, they only have 1, I would be able to take 1. But if they had 2 fish, I could only take 1 because of their shell. Okay, so that's how the defense works. We get defense on some of our fish. They're going to gain defense as the game goes on. Okay, so if it's red, it goes to the shark. If it's green, it goes to the whale. The icons that you see out right now are essentially just kind of adding to the stats that they have. It's going to allow them to gain some defense, some more attack, but there are other tokens that could come out, such as Parasite and Gain, that we will talk about kind of when we encounter them, but essentially they're going to stick on to some of my species and they are going to do some not so nice things. So if we come to a point where there are no tokens on this board and we need to pull one, then we are going to refill them. And we have lots of baggies to choose from. So these are level 1. The next ones will fill up with our level 2, then level 3, etc. So we're just filling the top row until the Cambrian explosion happens, which I haven't talked about yet. But when that happens, we're actually going to have 2 rows of traits that are going to be coming out. The Cambrian explosion is this card right here. As soon as this part of the ocean is emptied, the Cambrian explosion is going to happen, and essentially that basically means that everything's going to get doubled. The fish are going to age double. We are going to be able to use these deep ocean cards I haven't talked about yet, and a few other things, but we'll get to that. The next thing that they are going to do is they are going to feed. So the shark will feed by attacking. They will always attack the species that has the most fish. In the case that there is a tie, it will go for the leftmost species. And in the case that there are no fish on any of my species, it will then attack the whale. And in a case that the whale has no fish, the shark will not eat. Then the whale is going to forage. So right now, attack for 1, forage for 1. So it will forage 1 from the reef, like so. And then, just like us, they will age, each of them. So these are fish that we're never going to be able to get because they are scoring them. We don't want that, okay? So we want to munch all of their fish. That's the goal. We are going to continue doing that until the game triggers. The game end triggers, not the game triggers, the game end triggers. That happens when all of the fish are out of the ocean. When that happens, we are going to put a bag of reserved fish into this last part of the ocean, and we are then going to finish off that turn. It is not equal turns, it is whomever ended it. So whether it's me or it's the oceanic characters, that's how it's going to end. And then we are going to count up our points, which is primarily counting fish. So that is like the most nutshell version of a teach that I can do. There's just a couple more things that I wanted to point out. Number 1 are the deep cards. Now these cards you can draw on your turn. You can draw 1. You can either take 1 of the face-up cards, or you can draw 4 in a solo game. In a regular game, it's 3. You can draw 4 and then take 1. These cards are a little bit more powerful. Every single one in this deck is unique, and the thing about them is, and why you might not want to take them too early, is because you can't use them until that Cambrian explosion happens. When that happens, you will be able to start using those deep cards. So that's one thing that I wanted to mention. Another thing is a rule called overpopulation, and we're also going to talk about extinction. So let's start with overpopulation. So as I mentioned before, we're going to be filling up our species with little fishies, and that's just so nice. We love having little fishies and doing all this stuff. However, if we get a little bit too carried away with how much we eat and we ever have to place a fish on this skull fish, this little fish, dead fish, we have overpopulated and we are going to lose all of our fish and have to go back down to 5. So it's not a great thing to happen, so you need to make sure that you're managing the amount of fish that you have. The other thing is extinction. So in a case where you have to age one of your species, by taking off a fish and you can't, that species is now extinct. You will discard all of the cards and you will kind of put that back. And like I said before, sometimes you might want to do that and sometimes you might not. It really is going to depend on how the game plays out. Okay, so another symbol that you are going to see frequently, and it's a symbol that's also going to come up on Ye Olde Whale, is this blue triangle, which is called gain. And you'll also notice an arrow that's pointing. So that is basically just saying, as an example, this bottom feeder is going to gain 2 after the species to the left is attacked. So that's another thing that's actually really good to mention, is we're going to be building out different species. So look at that, 2 bottom feeders. So let's just say these are 2 species. Well, this species is to the left of this species. The shark is to the most left. The whale is to the most right. Just so you kind of get the idea, but everything is next to each other and it wraps around in a circle. So this one is saying gain 2. So you take from the leftmost ocean space. If that is empty, you go to the next one. If that is empty, you go to the next one. If that is empty, you go to the next one. If they're all empty, well then the game end has been triggered and we're going to do some other stuff. But that's why you need to pay attention to the arrows, and that's how gain works. And the only other kind of common symbol that you'll see, we've got one right here, is kind of this red diamond with a no, and you'll also sometimes see the green circle with a no. If this fish is a part of this species, then this species cannot attack. And if it has the green no, then they cannot feed. So you probably don't want to have traits that say both you can't feed, forage, and can't attack, because that would be bad. You're just going to starve, and that's not good. Okay, I think those are the basic concepts. We are going to just dive right in. I used the same joke twice. Whoops. And we're just going to play, and I'll explain everything as I go. The game itself is not a complicated game, but it is a puzzly and a thinky game. So I'm just going to tell you up front, I'm not great at it. I'm playing on an easy level, and we'll just see how it goes. I also do want to mention, I already kind of talked about one scenario card that I'm using, which is genetic diversity. I also have long haul migration. So species may forage from any ocean zone. And then we have genetic diversity, which is the maximum number of traits per species is increased by 1. There's a bunch of these different scenario cards of all different levels of difficulty, but we're using the easy ones because I don't want to die. So it is my turn first. I get to be the start player. So the first thing that we do is we play a card. And obviously, I'm going to be playing a card to start myself a little species. Why not? Now, I've got 3 schooling cards, so we're definitely going to be doing some discarding when that time comes. And so schooling, you can do aging +1, can't be attacked when the species has 5 or more population. That's no good to us right now, so let's not do that. We have a shark cleaner, which has gains. So after a species with 3 attack or more attacks, gain 2. Ooh, it's not really great yet. And then we have 2 symbiotic cards. Gains 1 after the species to the left forages or attacks. So I think, and this one's to the right. So we're definitely going to be using one of these cards. And why not go to the left? So anytime right now, if the shark attacks, then I can gain a fish. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. The next thing that we do is we are going to feed. I can't attack. Well, I could attack, but there would be no point to it because nobody's got anything. So we're going to forage 1 from the ocean, keeping in mind that if it doesn't have it written on it, it's a 1/1, okay? That's feeding. Now we have to age. So our little fishy is gonna go wee. Maybe I'll put my points here and their points over here, okay? So I have 1 little fish. You'll love to see it. We're off to a great start. Then we're gonna discard and draw. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of all of my cards because I just don't think that they're super useful right now. And then we'll draw back up to 6. I'm obviously not going to take one of the deep cards yet because it's just, it's not time, okay? I know what you're thinking. Jamie, it's time, but it's not. Oh my God. You can always tell when I've shuffled a deck of cards because it's not very good. Okay, so that's my turn. Let's move on to the oceanic characters. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to evolve. So the shark is gaining 1 shell. Dang, dang, which means if we attack them, they got a little bit of protection, okay? So that's happening. Then we are going to feed the shark. So the shark is going to attack, but guess what? He's coming out hungry because I don't have any fish, so haha, and neither does the whale, so he's not going to eat anyone. Then the whale is going to forage 1. So their population gets put right there, and then they are going to age. Meep. So we'll put their little fishies right over there. And then it's back to us. So that's that's kind of the process. Now we're cooking. We are cooking. So the thing is, I think we're still gonna work on this species for now. Otherwise it's about to die, basically is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna play out the speed card, which is going to give this species 2 forge, 2 attack, 2 protection, and may have 1 extra trait. So now this species can have 4 traits instead of 3, which you love to see. So we have played our card. We are going to feed. No point in attacking because ain't nobody got no fish. So we are going to forge 2 because now instead of 1, we've got 2. Beep boop. That's that. So then we are going to age. Beep. We're going to have 1 little fish swim away, 1 little fish swim up. It was a more complicated way of doing it, but that's fine. And then we are going to discard and draw. Ooh, tentacle is not bad because it allows you to feed 1 additional time. So we want to keep that. I want to get rid of the schooling card and the shark cleaner. We also have our own parasite. Before your feeding phase, it leeches 2 from the species to the right. So we want to keep that, I think. I wouldn't mind keeping these 3, I think, and we'll get rid of 2, so we draw 3. You just keep drawing the same cards. Back to you, Mr. Shark. Actually, we gotta do this first. So the whale is now getting some defense. These are strong sharks and whales. I have a shark on my sweater. I love sharks. I both fear and respect them. We did that. Now the shark is going to attack. Yep, he's gonna munch us, but we have 2 protection. So guess what? He can't. Sucka, because we have 2 and he can only attack for 1. So we are protected. So symbiotic is not going to trigger because technically the shark couldn't attack because it can only attack if it can get through my shells. Okay, so he can't feed still. I don't know how he's still surviving, but there he is. The whale is going to forge 1, okay? And then they're going to age, nothing for you. The whale is keeping this ocean together. All right, back to me. So I am thinking that it might not be a bad time to start another species. So we can start a species here, we can start a species here, but I think I would like to leave my symbiotic next to the shark, okay? So we're going to start a new species and I will start them with the tentacled card, which says you may feed 1 additional time, okay? And I am going to be triggering this species because this one is able to age without going extinct, basically. So we are going to now feed, and it has a 1/1, but I don't want to attack my little buddy over here. So I will feed 1 and then may feed 1 additional time. So we will do that again. Now I could choose, because it's an additional action, I could do 1 attack, 1 forage, but I did 2 forage. Okay, perfect. Then we are going to age all of our species. I just got confused about which score pile was mine. That's okay. All right, and then we are going to discard and draw. So I have a bunch of tentacled cards. I think I'm gonna get rid of these 3 cards right now, and then I will draw 3. I'm still just not ready to draw a deep card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. 6. Okay, perfect. So that is me. We are back over to our little sharky boo. So we're gonna do this, and now this means, that the shark is attacking for 2. That's fun. So we are going to feed. Sharky boy is going to attack 2, and they're going to target whomever has the most fish, which just happens to be this little one here who has no protection. So sad. So he's going to attack. He's just going to get 1 though. So, you know, is what it is. And then the whale is going to forge 1. That little whale just just out there, just swimming around, being cute and stuff. Okay, so that is that. Now we're gonna have, ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't trigger symbiotic. Gains 1 after the species to the left forages or attacks. Bing. Okay, so that's really helpful because we were going to have to lose a species if I didn't have that. So let's play a card, and I do think we'll probably play a card to this species because this one's going to be able to age. No problem. No problem. Ooh. I have this filter feeder, and it filter feeds or feeds for 5. It forages for 5. Never overpopulates, so you don't have to worry about having too many. And it can't attack, so I may feed an additional time. That feels excessive to me, honestly. So I actually think I might put out this little parasite. Sorry, not parasite, it's called transparent. I don't know why I said parasite. So transparent to this species, this ability says can't be attacked or leached if there is population in the reef, and we still have like quite a bit of population in the reef, so I'm not overly concerned. All right, then we're gonna feed, and it's going to feed, actually, let's do the first feed as an attack, and, oh, we can't, because they both have shells. So we're gonna have to forage. So we'll forage 1, and then we'll feed again, and we will forage 2. Okay, then we are going to age, boop, boop. Oh, we didn't age last time, did we? My bad. I forgot to age them. Whew. Okay, so that is that. Now we are going to discard and draw. I'm still not keen on this schooling. I think I'll get rid of schooling and tentacled and maybe even that transparent, and I'll keep these 2. Still not looking at those deep cards yet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Okay, back to the shark. So we're first gonna do this actually, and he's gained another defense. So at the beginning of their next turn, we're going to refill this board. Okay, so feeding, the shark is attacking for 2. They're going to come at me here. However, I am invisible, transparent, so they can't see me, so they will not attack, which is fine, but you know, they're not going to benefit, but that's okay. Then the whale is going to forage for 1. Okay. Then we are going to age, and then it is back to me. We need to do something over here. Otherwise, they are just gonna die. We do now have a whale cleaner. After a species with 3 or more forages, gains 3. We don't have that yet. So this might be a little bit overkill, but I might do this. So I am going to put the bottom feeder here on this species, which is going to give them a forage of 5, 6, 7, which might seem excessive, but because it has the filter feeder, it can't overpopulate. So it feels fine because they're probably going to target me and attack, but we've got some protection, so it's fine. Let's just do that. Okay, so we are going to forage for 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me organize these nicer. Fishy, fishy, fish. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim, swim. I love to swim. So nothing else has triggered. We're good. So we are aging 1. Okay. So we're gonna need to do something here, and we know this guy's prob's gonna get attacked. So let's discard and draw. What have we got going on in the reef? I'm still, yeah, we are going to keep this schooling card. Now the schooling card makes sense, okay, because we would want to age that one more. So I think I am going to get rid of, these two because I still have 2 similar cards. So I need to draw 3. All right, let's go. That's my turn. All right, so we now need to refill this, and we are going to refill it from the level 2 bag. I'm gonna go 1, 2, whoa, 3. Oh, now the whale is getting some stuff going on. And 4. Oh, none of their fun stuff, well, fun for them, has come up. I'm not complaining, okay? But now this shark is getting real strong. He's got 3 defense. All right, so a shark is going to attack. They would enjoy attacking us, which they can. So they're attacking for 2. Pop, pop. However, when they attack, because I'm symbiotic, I will gain 1. Okay, whee. All right. So they've done their attack. Now the whale is going to forage, and the little whale is just gonna die. He's not that hungry. He just wants 1. Okay. Then they're gonna age. Boop, boop. Very good. All right. Back to us. Now, ooh. I'm gonna have to do this one, otherwise they're going to die. But I do wonder, this could be a little spicy, but I'm going to try this engine out. I am going to put this parasite on this species, okay, parasitic. So what that does is before your feeding phase is going to leach 2 from the species to the left. What I know is that my species to the left, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rewind, I'm just realizing I had a shell. So they couldn't have taken anything from me. Okay? We have retconned and all is well in the world. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want to leech off my own, because I am going to be filling this one up a lot faster. Okay? Now, I will have to put 1 back also because I did the gains. So we should be all good to go now. I'm sure that there were a few people yelling at the camera, yelling at the screen, being like, you did it wrong. And I did. And I actually caught it, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let's do this one. So we can still only feed 1, but then we get an additional forage that we can do, or we could attack. Oh, before feeding, we'll do this. Should have done that before feeding. Okay, and then we can feed 1 additional time. So this one is leaching again. Ooh. All right, and then may feed 1. So I'm basically, really, this one could get overpopulated. I'm seeing the error. I am seeing why this might not be such a good thing, but it's fine. So we are going to age everybody. Let's go up. I think it'll be okay. May feed 1 additional time. So if I'm in a bit of a pickle, I don't need to do it. Nobody's peer pressuring me into that. I am still going to keep my school card because I will use it here next time. And I'm gonna get rid of this parasitic and this whale cleaner. So I'll draw 3. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go here. The whale has gained a shell. It's fine. I don't even need to attack them. Who gives a care? Shark is going to attack. Now, the shark is wanting to attack this species, but remember, I'm invisible, so they can't. Then they're gonna want to attack me here. However, I have 2 shields, and so they can't, because they can't get through my shell. Not Michelle, my shell, okay? So nothing for them. The whale is really carrying their team. I'm just gonna say it out loud. This shark's got to get it together. And then they're going to age. And we are going to find that schooling card, and I will play it here, okay? So I'm not feeling a need right now to make more species yet, but this is going okay. Actually, maybe I'll put this down here, because if it's too far away from me, I won't be able to see it. All right, so we are going to feed. So 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure we got all the fishies there. Okay, we have done that. Anything triggering and nothing triggering. So we are going to age, but because I have schooling, I get to age 1 additional. So this will age 1 and this will age 2. Because remember, these fishies are, there are points, so we want to get them moving here. All right, so I am wondering if it's now time to start looking at the deep cards. So the Filter Kraken may forage 2 additional times. Mutalism, doesn't sound great. Gains 1 for each symbiotic that triggers. Ooh. Poisonous spines. Ew. After being attacked, the attacker and each other species that gained from the attack lose 3 populations to the reef. You know what? He's not really doing much attacking, so may forge 2 additional times. I think I might take that Filter Kraken. Ew, luminous bacteria. Oops, did I want to get rid of anything? Yes. So technically I would have done that now, and then 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 cards. All right. Finally, that whale is getting a little bit hungrier. All right, so attack. Can't be attacked or leached if there's population in the reef. We're getting kind of close to that right now, but that's fine. So that's not going to happen. I am protected from their 2 attack. They are going to forge 2. So the reef is empty. Now we could migrate some stuff over on our turn, but we'll think about that in a second. So they are going to age, and that second is now. So the reef is empty. We are going to have to migrate because we can't forage unless there's fishies in the reefies, and we can't attack with this one. We could attack with this one, but they have too many shields and we only have 1 attack. So we're going to have to migrate. So let's do that. So I am going to discard this parasitic trait, which is going to allow me to migrate 11. So I could trigger the Cambrian explosion. Do we want to unleash chaos? Let's do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I did it. Crazy. Crazy kill. Okay, so the Cambrian explosion has been unleashed. Okay, so we'll bring it out just so that we are reminded of it. Probably gonna have to put it over there. So just as a reminder or a refresher, the Cambrian explosion happened because this part of the ocean has been emptied. And now on our turn, we are going to be playing 2 cards instead of 1. We are going to be aging 2 fishies instead of 1. So it basically just like speeds everything up. And even cooler, we can now play the cards from the deep. Woo. Okay, so that's what's just happened. Now we feed. So we will be feeding from here. So 5, 6, 7, we could be emptying that reef again. I'm just wondering if maybe I should do this one. All right, let's do this one. So before feeding, I will leech 2 from this species. Okay. and then I may feed. Now I may feed one additional time. However, I will not because it will overpopulate me and that won't be good. Okay, so may, don't want to. Now we are going to age, and we will remember we now age 2, which is great for us because we want more points. It just is what it is, right? So then we're going to do ye old discard phase. Okay, I'm going to discard 3. I will probably get another deep card. I did forget to mention that the deep cards do cost you fish to play them from your scored pile. So this Filter Kraken will cost me 1 to play it. So we have Luminous Bacteria, may have 1 extra trait, may forge from any ocean. I want that. All right. Ooh, Deep Diver. Gross. Yuck. Ugly. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I haven't done it yet, but if I didn't like any of these, I could remember draw 4 and choose 1. Okay, so now the Cambrian explosion has happened. So we need to, we're going to put another level basically. So that's going to go there. And when we refill, we are going to refill both of the rows. And ew, gross, the shark is now, he's getting stronger. Okay, so the whale's going to forge for 1 more. The shark is going to attack for 2 more. So now the shark is attacking for 5, and the whale is forging for 3. Double yikes. Okay, so 3, 4, 5. Still can't attack me here because there's fishies back in the reef, but he can attack me here. So 5 minus 2 is 3. He's taking all them fishies from me. Yeah, and he's going to do that because typically he would remember attack, but I can't be attacked. So that was the one that had the most. So that's what happened, and I blocked 2. That sucks. Forge 3 for the whale. And then they are both going to age 2 now. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, that's fine. See if I care. I don't care. I don't even care about it. Oh, dang. I'm gonna have to start a new species. And I would like, I could start it in between, but nah. I'm gonna start it right here. I'd like to play one of my deep cards. May have 1 extra trait, mage forge from any ocean. So I think I'll do, oh no. I think he's going to die. I could put out a species and then start a species and then not. Oh my god. But they're not going to die right away. Yes, they will. Oh no, this is my moneymaker right here, so I can't let that fish die, or that species die. So I have to be a bit smarter. Work smarter, not harder. Let's migrate some fish. Let's do that. I got too ahead of myself. I was too stressed out. Okay, so we are going to discard the bottom feeder to move 9, and we'll do this. And just also a reminder, we now have the long haul migration, so species may forge from any ocean. I have incentive though, because of this guy, to put them in the reef. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Obviously I'm gonna do this one. Obviously I'm gonna do this one. All right, so 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I had like a minor panic there because I thought my moneymaker was gonna die. And I need him. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are then going to age, and because, oh, I have to play 2 cards. I'm sorry. I have to play 2 cards. I forgot. I guess I could migrate twice. I'll do that. All right, I'll play another card to migrate again. Because if I start, you don't get to feed twice. You only get to play 2 cards. All right, so I'm going to take from, actually, I have incentive to take from here. So that was 6. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should have been done before I did the feeding. Oopsies. Okay, so then we're aging 2. But because I have schooling, we'll age an additional. Do I want, let's do this. Should we discard any? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, gross. Regeneration may have 1 extra trait. Gains 1 after losing population to an attack. It's not bad. Cthulhu Leech may play on any player's species. It counts as a trait and can't be removed. Copied. Lose 3 population to the reef after attacking this species. I don't hate that one. Let's take that one. And then these just go on top. Because if I can get this out and then make the shark attack it. 4, 4, 5. All right. 6. Okay. Overwhelmed. All right, so I think that is everything for me. We need to refill, and we're going on to level 3, which isn't gonna be good. All right, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's all their special stuff? This is craziness. 2. Oh, there's 1. Oop, there's another. 3, 4. All right. So we are going to, man, that shark is chomping. Chomp, chomp, chomping. So the shark is going to attack. It is attacking for 2, 4, 5, 6. It can attack me here because I don't have 5. I have 2 protection, and I forgot to trigger this last time, but we'll remember to do it this time. So it is attacking for 2, 4, 6. Minus 2 is 4, which is all of my fish. Gosh darn it. So it's taking all of them. However, gains 1 after the species, so that's perfect. So we're just gonna gain 1 and we're gonna be fine. Just fine. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy heck. So hungry. All right, perfection. They're going to age, each of them 2 fish. And I think I didn't miss anything that time, I think. Okay, so next time we have a parasite coming. Gross. All right, so back to me. I am going to start a new species, I think. I have to play 2 cards. So let's start it. I don't know if I'm actually going to start it here. I might start it over there. I really wish that I had a filter feeder here because that'd be awesome. All right, so I've got some of these deep. May forge 2 additional times. I like that. So we're going to put the filter kraken out, but remember it's going to cost us 1 fish. Go into any ocean zone, so we'll put her back in the reef. I'll eat that later. So that's 1, and then I can play another. I'm just wondering if it makes sense for me to play out my one that's going to make them lose stuff. Let's just try it, you know? Who knows? So we've got the inky kraken, or sorry, the filter kraken and the inking, and we'll pay for that. It costs 1. They can forge and may forge 2 additional times. Okay, so I am going to do that. So they're going to forge for 1. Then they're going to, they're going to die. Ugh, they had a good run. Can't. So they're going to forge for 1. They're going to forge for another 1 because they can do this 2 additional times. Okay. The reason they're going to die is because they have to age twice. Plus 1. They're a goner. It just, you know what? We had a good run with them. They're just giving me too much stress now. We've done all of that. Now we're going to age. So age 2. age 2, age 1, 2, dead. Because they can't age the whole way, so they're just going to be a gone. We had a good run. We had a really good run with them. R.I.P. R.I.P. Whew, okay, well, back over to, oh no, wait, I have to do my discard stuff. Ooh. Deep Sea Kraken. Can't forge. May attack 1 additional time. That's quite risky business. Let's do this again. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Leviathan. It can't forge, but it can attack 5. And it can't be attacked. I wouldn't be able to play it there. I could start a new species. We have this. Before your feeding phase, leeches 4 from the species with the greatest attack. Oh, I like that. Because that's just a leech. That's not even an attack. Gains 1 for each shark cleaner. Whoop. Can't be leeched. Okay. I think I am going to take this. Wait, no, this. The chitin plated maw. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's getting real wild right now. All right. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Play 2 cards. I might, hold on, let's boot Scoot and Boogie these guys over here. I might... This guy's gonna die. One of these is going to die, but I think it's fine. It's not fine. So I'm gonna play this one here. So the speed, because that's gonna give us 2 forge. So we're gonna be chomping up there, and it also allows us to have 1 extra trait. So I actually wonder if it's worth it to do symbiotic, because what we do know is that this one's going to die, so that one is going to be attacking, and symbiotic is going to allow us to do some stuff. Okay, we are going to feed with this one, so we can't attack, so we have to forage. 1, 2. We may forage 2 additional times. We can forage from any zone, but I don't care as much, and I don't actually. So let's do it again, and I'm actually gonna take it from here, because if I can get the genetic diversity, we make some more species with it, that'd be kind of cool. All right, now we're aging to dead. This one treated me well. We had a good engine until we didn't. But we got this one. And he's super strong. All right, so that's me. Do I want any of these? Can't be attacked, but it attacks for 5. I kind of like that. Let's take this Leviathan just because he's cool. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So this is a hungry whale. Now we've got a parasite token. It's going to have to come on us. So it is going to leech 2. Gross. Gross. Then it is going to attack us, and it has 2, 4, 5, 6. But we have 4, 5, 6 protection. Species lose 3 population to the reef after attacking the species, but it didn't technically attack us. Rats. So that's not going to trigger either. But that's okay. Ugh, the whale. Oh, the whale. Crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So there's no population left in the reef, so we are going to look at the top migration number on the discard pile, which is just all over the place. So that's 9, and we take it from the closest one. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we haven't emptied it. Okay, so I think we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. I'm not feeling confident. Okay, so we're aging. I had such a nice big pile before. Not anymore. Okay, let's start a new species. Whoops, I think we'll move this one over because it goes nicely with the attack. Put this one here. I could play 2 cards. All right, we are definitely going to play out Leviathan, even though we have to pay 3. He attacks for 5, so I can start munching that whale. And he may feed if I do that, he could feed an additional time. Before your feeding phase, leeches 4 from the species with the greatest attack. I think we have to do that one too. Oh, is this a bad idea? They're so expensive. If I lose, I lose. It's not going to be anything unusual. So now we feed. So this one's going to be fine for right now. So we are going to attack 5, and let's do here. So there's 2 shields, so we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops, before feeding phase, leeches 4 from the species with the greatest. So I'll leech 2 from that. Okay, should have done that before, but I forgot. And this can't be attacked. Okay, so we're pretty much sacrificing this one. But not really, because I think we have protection enough, but they're getting leeched, so it is what it is. Okay, so that's that. We are going to age. Good fishy. Okay, I want to look at the new ones. All right. Ooh, a walrus. May have 1 extra trait, may age an additional 1 to 3 population. Parasitic, before your feeding phase, leeches 2 from any adjacent species. That's not bad. Tiny, can't be attacked by species 2 or greater, and abyss dweller can't attack or be attacked by species. I think I'm going to take this parasitic one. Even if I'm leeching off myself, it's fine. On to them. He's gaining 2 more protection, and then parasite is going to go here. Okay, now leeching. So he's leeching 2 from here and 1 from here. This one, just so we know, it's not going to die yet. They only die if they can't age. Okay, then attack 2, 4, 5, 6. Can't be attacked. Has nothing. So it's actually going to attack that little whale. But that has 2, so 6, 5, 4. So it is still going to get all of these. Now they're fighting with each other. Wait, did we do this? I don't remember. We didn't. My bad. My bad. My bad. Whoopsie whoopsies. Ah, crap. Shoot. I forgot to do that. I got too excited. Okay. So now it has 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6. Shoot. It's only taking 1. Drats. Okay, that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's that. Yikes. All right, so they're going to be each aging 2, but that whale is like going to be feeding this guy. Although I think I might have to sacrifice this. It's fine. Doesn't matter. It's our turn now. So the question is, do I just let this one die and focus on feeding that one? For feeding phase, leeches 2 from an adjacent species. And if that one dies and this is the only one that I have and it can't be attacked and it's going to continue leeching, I actually think I'm going to put that parasite there and just see how that goes. Oh, I have to play 2. So I could migrate some stuff, which I think I will. So let's use this and migrate 8. So we're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we have opened up genetic diversity. The maximum number of traits per species is increased by 1. All right, now let's feed. And I'm going to feed this one. So before feeding, leeches 4 from the species with the greatest attack. Okay. Before feeding, leeches 2 from any adjacent species. It's going to overpopulate itself. Oh, maybe it's not actually, because it can't attack for a full 5. It actually can't attack right now because 2, 3, 4, 5. That's annoying. It's fine. Oops, I forgot to pay for this, so we'll do that now. Okay, so that's fine. So it can't attack anything. All good. We are going to age for 2, and this one is going to die. That token will go away. Womp, womp, womp. I want this warm-blooded because he's cute. 4, 5, 6. Let's refill. Go up top first. Okay. This isn't good. All right, it just isn't. So, transparent. The shark is now transparent and can't be attacked. That's okay. It's fine. Okay, so they are first going to leech 2 off of me. Ugh, not feeling confident. Okay. Then they're going to attack 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Luckily, I can't be attacked. So they're going to go after the whale. But the whale has 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're going to take all 4. Yikes. Yikes, spikes. The whale is then going to forge 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They're going to age 2. Oh my god. How is my pile's getting smaller and theirs is getting so much bigger? It's crazy. Okay, so now I have to play 2 cards. They're going to die if I don't do something about it. All right, let's start a new species. And I will put out speed and transparency. Grasping at straws here. Then we are going to, can't attack. I could attack this one. No, it can't be attacked. Okay, we'll forge. Forge 2. Okay. So that's that. We are going to age 2. That is gone. You are dead. Yikes. All right. Whoop. That's that. Ay, 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 ay. So they're beyond strong. Like, there's not a chance I'm going to be able to attack them. So I'm going to try because he's invisible. And they have like a million shells. All right. So they are going to attack. They can't attack me. And I have no fishies anyways. So they're going to try to attack here. I don't know if they can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're going to take 1. They are going to forge 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they are going to age 2 each. All right, so let's play 2 cards. I will play out Tentacled. And I will play out, so I can't be attacked or leeched. I wonder if I should migrate. Let's do that. So I will migrate for my second card play, and I will take 8. And we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have incentive to have fish in the reef so that I can continue to be invisible. Okay, so then we're going to feed. So we're going to feed 2, 2, and then we may feed an additional time, which we will definitely do. Okay, and then we'll age, and that'll be that. Oh, big yikes. No leeching is happening. All right, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 can't attack me because I'm invisible, so they have to attack the whale. They're just like fighting with each other. So 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the whale is going to eat 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's just not good. This is not good. Okay, and then they're going to age. I'm aging, just sitting here. I forgot to draw cards again. Let's just pretend I did that. Oh my God, I pulled exactly what I wanted. Okay. I can have 1 extra trait because of that, plus 1 because of my speed. So this guy can have 2 extra traits. So I am playing the filter feeder, and I still can't be attacked. And I cannot overpopulate. So if I can't overpopulate, the question then becomes, how many fish can I eat? I don't have the schooling. This is just like a game of total willpower right now, but I don't think that's smart. How many traits can I build on? Let's do this. Warm-blooded. It's going to cost me 2. However, I wonder if I should actually migrate instead. I think I'll be okay until... Yeah, it'll be fine. Will it? No, it won't. I have to migrate. We'll migrate instead. So I will migrate 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So just so you know kind of what I was thinking, I'm going to do warm-blooded next time. I have to take 2 back because I paid for that. Because I will be able to age. I'm going to be getting lots of fish. I'll be able to age quicker. Okay? So now we have to feed. So we have 2, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay? I can't overpopulate because I have a filter feeder. Okay. There's still fish in here, so I can't be attacked. Now, I may feed an additional time. However, I'm not going to do that because it will empty the reef and leave me vulnerable for attack. I don't want to lose anymore, so I think I'm just going to take regular cards. Oh, everything's getting janked as we get deeper into the ocean. Okay, so then I will age 2. Now, it's their turn. He's got another shield, still invisible. But the whale wishes they were invisible, so I still can't be attacked. Okay, because there's fishies in the reef. They are going to attack the whale. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 12. Now, they are going to feed. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can take 2, and then they're going to have to migrate. They can migrate 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've taken 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they get 6 more. This is bananas. Banana sandwiches. Ay, 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 ay. And then they're going to age 2. Like absolute chaos is what's happening here. Okay, so it's my turn. I am going to play Warm-Blooded. It's going to cost me 2. Hold, please. We need to migrate. We need to migrate. We need to migrate. So let's migrate. The end of the game is very near. All right, so what was it? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's as many as can go. All right, now we'll feed. So we have 7 we can take. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just plop them there because it's fine. How many are left? 2. So if I take those 2, it will trigger the end of the game and they will not get another turn. So I should definitely do that. I will feed again. I can only take 2. Oh no. Okay, we now have to put, whoopsies. We'll put the reserve tokens in here. Oops, yellow fishies. So we now need to age, but I may age an additional 1 to 3 population. Don't think it actually matters, but let's do it. And that's it. We have ended the game. So the Oceanic are not going to get another turn. That was a vicious battle. Let's get into scoring. So we are going to get 1 point for each in our score pile plus on our surviving species. So we'll just combine all of those, and the Oceanic is going to do the same thing. I don't know, this is really it's gonna be close. So we win if we have more points than them. And I say we because you're in this with me. You've been here for a long time, so appreciate you. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 46 for me. I don't know these pies. I think they might have beat me. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. I lost. Ugh. If I hadn't played so many of the, I think, honestly, if I hadn't played as many of the deep characters that I didn't even get to really use, I could have possibly done a little bit better. But it is what it is. Let's see. Oh, they also give you, oh, it says if you win by this many points. I didn't. I lost. Okay. However, that is the Oceans solo experience. Now, I would say like this is on easy mode. If you are looking for a game that gives you like a good crunch, a good challenge, this might be something that you're interested in playing solo. I will say like there is a lot to keep track of, and so it's a little bit more difficult even on camera because I'm trying to think of so many different things. But you definitely need to like make sure you're not missing your triggers. So I definitely missed a couple throughout the game, which probably wouldn't have made much of a difference, but it might have. There's also a few things that didn't come up, like the shark has a tentacle ability that lets it attack twice. None of the whale's gain tokens came up, or their transparency, or they have a few other tokens. These cards, the scenario cards, can be a lot more difficult. And if you just like look at this stack of the deep ocean cards that we didn't even get to, like there is just a wild amount of variability in this game. I really enjoy it. I think it's a great multiplayer game, but my experience is I find it harder to keep track of what everybody else is doing in multiplayer. So I actually kind of prefer this game solo. So maybe you might be interested in, but I really like it. And I also think it's very, very pretty, and I like this walrus. Anyways, that is everything that I have for you today. Now, if you're interested in learning more about oceans, we'll make sure to put the link down in the description below to the BGG page, so definitely feel free to check it out if you like. But thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Jamie from Foster the Meeple here with BoardGameGeek, and I will be back again next month with another solo playthrough. If there are any games that you might like to see a solo mode video on, please feel free to leave those down in the description below. I'd love to know kind of what your suggestions are. I have a list, but if you'd like to add to that list, why not? But thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. And now I say goodbye. Goodbye.